But without mind, the body cannot do anything. Body, and what the body is made up of. We cannot take raw meat or raw wheat. Understand how the beautiful teacher, how the teachers are extremely conscious of explaining this. So take one example and then we'll come back to our main topic. Wheat. Wheat, you can store the wheat for years together. Now the wheat is converted into wheat flour. You cannot keep the wheat flour for long. See that? And if you cook if the wheat flour is converted into the bread, still you can keep it hardy for a few days. What we are eating? So our body is made up of, which is highly perishable. Anything which is highly perishable. We add preservatives to store these food items, and that food items make this body. So body has to be perishable. Body has to be perishable. Why to worry? I don't have luxury to eat raw meat or raw wheat. No, hardly we take, salad, etc. That's all. The system is like this. And that is how the 6 stations that we discussed last week, 6 stations, you cannot go back. You cannot go back. You look like a Miss Universe, for example, and suddenly the 2 kids are coming. Who are they? Oh, they are my grandchildren. So everybody knows your age, even if you look like a Miss Universe. John? So you see that? So we create a false notion, and the more false notion we create, now who creates the false notion? The mind. And this false notion is created by the mind. How it creates? The I thought. It is only an I thought. Ego is just an I thought. There is nothing more, nothing less than that. And this I thought becomes so selfish. This I thought always works as a consumer. As a consumer. But why you didn't do this? Why you didn't do this? Why you didn't agree with me? Why didn't you bring? I like this food and you have brought this. Huh? I hate you because you don't agree with me. You see, I thought. So the masters are saying, get rid of this I thought. Look at a broader vision, have a broader perspective. And that broader perspective is the selflessness. So you see, if I volunteer, as Sophie was just telling it, I volunteer to the Ukrainian people. If I volunteer with the I thought, this volunteer is selfishness. It will not work. It will cause a lot of problem to me. So how to get rid of this I thought? By another thought. It is an I thought. So instead of I thought, let me pass on this wisdom which has been given to me by my master. So I'm passing on. I'm a channel to pass on. So I'm reducing that I-ness, selfishness. Now use the same thought process in your relationship. See what is going to happen. See what is going to happen. All your conflicts comes to an end. When I thought stands in the inside you, and then this causes the problem. And that is the rule of the yajna. Yajna means sacrifice. This I thought, crazy I thought. I want this, I want not this. Let me share this. So from selfishness, we move into unselfishness. By thought, by thinking. Just think why you get upset and why you get angry. Only because of the I thought. There is no other reason. So I thought identifies with the body, with the situation, with the event, with the things. How? By the strong likes and dislikes. How the strong likes and dislikes takes place in my mind. Because I am seeking an imagined pleasure outside in the world, in relationship, in situation, in events and people. Imagined happiness. I thought does not recognize this imagined pleasure. It claims that it is the real pleasure. So what it means? I live in ignorance, and ignorance is causing the suffering in my life. And this is happening days after days, weeks after weeks, months after months, years after years. In all my actions, I have an I thought. I am speaking. For example, I am speaking. Let me examine. Really, I am speaking? I am my lips? No. I am my tongue? No. I am my larynx? No. I am my body? No. How can I say I am speaking? We need only an understanding. So now this I thought is there. I'm speaking. I'm giving you the knowledge. Listen to me. You see, have you seen those teachers? They are always in stress while speaking and they give you the stress. So you see, the I thought is attached. Only the I thought. So the master is saying the word yajna means that I sacrifice this I thought. Oh, let me use this. Let me use the larynx and the lips and the knowledge and the intellect. Let me pass on. So the attitude changes when you change the thought process from I thought. Oh, this is how everything is happening. They let me come out and share this wisdom. Not only it relates to me, but in relationship also. You get rid of the I thought and then see the situation of your honey. For example, I'm saying you. I'm upset with you, honey says, oh, let us sit together and let me find out what is the reason of your upset, and I will see in what way I can change myself. Do I dare to say this? This is what I move from the I thought, from the selfishness to unselfishness. Same thing applies to my professional life, social life. Tell me, Anne has created a lot of flyers when I was in New Jersey. I always said yes. Why not say yes? She is contributing to my life. Why shouldn't I say yes? Now I have a better opinion, so let me express the better understanding, that is all. So when you get rid of this I thought, and that is the meaning, asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorama amritangamaya. I am saying simply that you apply this in your life for 1 week, and you will see a tremendous change in your attitude, in your peace. You are relaxed and calm. You don't have unnecessary, unwanted, undesirable thoughts popping up into your mind. Uh, she tries to be very smart. Now, with that thought, you go to your home. How many thoughts pertaining to that person enters into your mind and it disturbs your sleep? So who is disturbing your sleep? You claim, the I thought claims that person. But fact is that you are creating trouble to yourself. Think, I'm not saying that you agree with me. Don't agree with these teachers, but understand these principles. So now you see all blame, complaint, reaction, anger, upset, minus I thought. Everything drops. That is yajna. Everything drops now. Everything drops. That is the basic concept. That is why we say yajna is to connect. I connect as a consumer. I connect with the I thought. I become a consumer. Consumer means that I am a selfish person. Now, just reverse this. I connect to share. I want to contribute. I want to be grateful that you all are listening to me. It is just the opposite. Do you see that? I'm changing the thought. So I have a thought process every time I give a lesson. So 5 minutes before, I'm constantly allowing the mind to think, oh, they are waiting, they are listening to me. I'm grateful to them. I get an opportunity to express the wisdom that I received from the teacher. Now see this thought. Can you give me a cup of tea? You say to the honey, and honey says, why don't you prepare a cup of tea for me also? Come on, someone says you out of love and affection, even out of, you are related. So you preserve the rights of others in your relationship. You forego the rights of yours. That is what the contribution is. Then only you can have a good relationship. If the other is not listening, still you are in calm and relaxed. Because you are always ready to contribute. Your consumer means I want to grab. Emotionally, mentally, you drain yourself. And draining reaches to the point where you say, I will divorce. What you're going to do after divorce? You'll have the same attitude. Same attitude will go to the other person. You're going to disturb others. No, I will not marry. So you will not remarry. It means you will live alone. So you will suffer from loneliness. So still you have a problem. You want to solve one problem by creating another problem. No, now I am old, who wants to marry? And introduces one woman, I would say in the same group. I don't want to tell you the name, and the same women shared personally, I'm living alone. Why I divorced? Why you divorced? Because I felt that I should do it. So why don't you remarry? No, I'm very old now. So I have a sense of loneliness. Can you give a talk on loneliness? I said yes. So the next week I gave a talk on loneliness and she left. She left me alone. So, so I'm telling you, it happened 2 years ago in the very session. I don't want to tell you the name. So should I change? No. But just out of the telling you, no, I'm not revealing names. So that is what happens. I have read all the books. I'm looking for spirituality. I want to awaken myself from nearby country. And so she booked an appointment. In half an hour, I gave a free session. So she wrote that I normally ask that what is your problem? So depression, anxiety, and frustration. So when I met her, she said, I'm looking for the spirituality. I read all the books and I'm in deep depression. I said, I love it. You read all the books. So you approach the books, whether these books have entered into you or not. Big ego. You are looking for peace and happiness by studying these books and you are in depression. Big I thought, very strong. I'm ready. So can you be my guru? I said, depressed mind, depressed person cannot find out who is guru and who is not guru. You have to understand, my friends, I thought if it is a consumer, now how I want to grab, how I want to consume, no. How I want to connect to the person, in what way I should contribute. I'm still speaking the same way, but internal thought process changes my emotions and feeling. It keeps aside your I thought. We are not talking of the ego, which we say arrogance. No, that very I thought identifies with the body, sense organ, situation, event, and relationship, and it creates a havoc in the life. 90% of the problems in our life is all about consumership, selfishness. Why you are not doing like this, the way I told you, you don't love me the way you loved me 10 years ago. You have also changed. Come on. Don't you see that you have changed a lot? No, I didn't change. So you keep those ideas. You see, these are the thoughts associated with the feeling. You keep these thoughts. And these thoughts are expressed in your fight with others. Look at this. And we destroy our life every day. Every day. So Master says this yajna has to be practiced every day, every moment in your life. First thing you wake up in the morning, you tell your mind, today I'm going to move from false to the real, from ignorance to wisdom, and I'm on the journey to search my freedom, immortality, that real self. Look at this contribution. Change the mindset, and you will see that your mind is relaxed. Undesirable, unwelcome thoughts will never enter into your mind. Not required. Your mind will instantly say it is not required, you are relaxed. Practical, pragmatic. Highly practical thing. So we have to think. So you listen and learn the principles, you listen to it again. And there is another simple way to understand. What is the simple way? You do it at least for 4 weeks. 15 minutes before you sleep, ask yourself how many times I was upset into anxiety and expressed out of the ego or selfishness. List them, write them down. Then pick up one statement and see what happened. I was into anxiety. You will discover it is I thought. Okay, you have discovered it. What to do? Now ask your mind how to change that expression next time when I meet the same person, when I meet the same situation. Find out. Find out. Fight with your mind. Now I have to change that situation. Normally, what is our normal, so-called abnormal? It is abnormal, but we say it's a normal situation. I will stop talking to that guy. No, talk to that guy. Crush your I thought. And see what happens to you. Find out the way that you talk. I'm sorry, I'm extremely sorry I did this. Let us build our relationship again. But yeah, there are rare people who will not melt. And if they don't melt, then keep a distance. That's all. And you will see a tremendous change in your attitude first and tremendous change. You will find out that your fatigue level, the tiredness, is minimized. You remain fresh, energetic all the time. Last session, I told you there are 6 stations of the body. But this body, when you are in deep sleep, body is not there. Energy is not there. The mind is not there. Only in the waking state, the body does not commit any sin. It is the mind that commits the sins through the I thought. Body doesn't push you to go to the bar. It is the mind, the thought, to seek the pleasure that pushes the body to the bar. So then that pleasure-seeking mind has an I thought. I will get the pleasure. I will get the happiness. And that is where. So what happens now? The main topic is there are 6 means of purification of the mind. First is the Yajna. We'll have 1 or 2 more sessions on Yajna, and then we'll go to another different second practice, which is known as charity, mental charity, emotional charity. It is not that I don't have the money. So I see, I observe and analyze people. I have observed myself. I have understood myself. I understood. So it's very easy to understand. So this woman said, no, I'm now totally dedicated. I led all the literature for the last 6 years. And now I feel that you are my guru and I will attend all your sessions, but I want to attend privately. I told the price and she said, I don't have the money. Even I have the money, I don't want to spare it. I feel this does not make any difference, This is not worth the price to be paid. So you're all hype that you have high energy level. No, I'm committed to you. Everything washed away. Don't commit. Who commits? I thought, false notion. If she should have approached calmly, not with an arrogance, he should have committed some sessions. But when you commit, when you express yourself with arrogance, then it will take many years to change. It's better to keep a distance. Come back. Yajna, we are talking about the purification of the mind. So this, when I thought, same I thought, moves into the contribution, connecting, it purifies the mind. Last thing, in a metaphorically, that purification means there is a dust on the mirror. That is the impurity of the mind. Now dust is gone. Now you are looking into the mirror. So when you look into the mirror, you are looking at yourself. You are not looking into the mirror. So the purified mind looks at the existence. Normally you look at yourself, the real self. That is why we purify the mind. When you look into you don't look into the mirror. You look at yourself. The language express, oh, I'm looking into the mirror. Yes, no, you're looking at yourself. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed. Being comfortable and carefree. Find out these two signature steps I always give. But before that, I have started giving you the place of the body in a room. Become aware of the space all around you. All around you means all around your body. That is what we consider I am the body. So let us be aware of the space all around your body. You are aware of the place where you are sitting. Sitting means body is sitting. And then posture. Adjust and align your posture. Why? The same crazy mind will return and disturb you, so you become more aware. I thought is attached deeply to the body. And to loosen that hold, we practice being comfortable. Now you see, being comfortable. Absence of I-ness, you are comfortable. Presence of I-ness, you are always uncomfortable. At a very subtler level. We loosen the identification with the body, and you see how simple it is. If you contemplate and reflect on it, you will understand and realize. Look at the neck joint, be there, feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. See that? You're not bringing any I thought. Move the mind on the shoulder joints, mind, awareness, feeling, sensation, comfort, and steadiness. It's a very subtle process. Externally, it looks so simple. Internally, it is so subtle. How to move into that subtle area by regular practice. So looking at the hip joint, being there, feeling the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. You are moving casually. Moving casually means you are not making an effort. What is that? You is the I. So in being comfortable, we say to the I, you live where you are living. Let me move casually and normally. That makes you comfortable. Looking at the hip joint being there, Feel the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Move the mind on the entire body from the top of the head to the toes and sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Now see, look inside the forehead in the space. You find out a reference point. We always find a reference point to see what is changing and what is moving. Highway, reference point. Traffic is moving. If the reference point is not there, you cannot see, you cannot find out if the vehicles are moving or not. So reference point is the space inside the head. And in that space, you have the thoughts coming and going, feeling coming and going, sensations coming and going. Okay. So enjoy that. You separate these thoughts, undesirable, unwelcome thoughts, feeling, emotions, coming and going, and behind that there is a space. Like the space in the sky, the clouds are moving. Like the space in the sky, the birds are moving. The reference point is the space. In that space, I see the birds are moving, but their space remains the same. So what happens is I thought always moves with the thought, feeling, and emotions. So what we are educating the mind in being carefree, I thought, I thought is there. So I thought is space. So that space is not moving, thought, feeling, and emotions are moving. You have separated, you have almost killed the selfishness. So you look at it. Now today I have just revealed being comfortable and being carefree has this very subtle element. If you think of this, contemplate and reflect. With that reflection, if you practice, it will change. But there are millions and trillions of these impressions are stored in the mind which can trigger you and invoke this I thought of selfishness unconsciously, habitually, impulsively. We need to empty that. For that, you look inside the forehead in the space, and there you drop Shantoham, Shantoham. So, space awareness, Shantoham, body is steady. In that fourth point, you start breathing quick and gentle breath through both the nostrils into the rib cage. Just continue, continue. Continue breathing. So now what is going to happen that I thought will say you that I cannot breathe for a longer period. There we need an endurance. So your intellect says, no, I will continue to do it. You just say, coin a thought inside, no, I will do it, I will endure it. Why I want to change? The endurance is it comes from the intellect, on the mind. The mind is impulsive, it doesn't want to do anything. It doesn't want to change. So let us do it today. Endure the breathing and the Shantoham also and the stillness in the body and continue breathing. Continue breathing. So when you endure it regularly, daily, without fail, after a few weeks, you will see what the mind says. Now I find the joy of doing it. Where is the joy of doing it? You have endured it. Again, that is a subtle process. So even if I give you the same steps, but gradually we are understanding the subtle parts of it, and that removes the ignorance and that helps you a lot. So continue reading. Continue breathing. Do not stop in the middle. When you stop in the middle, it is the mind and it is the I thought. And now stop this. Do nothing. Experience the sensation. Sensation in the mind, thoughts in the mind. So we coin a thought based on the mantra, let me move from the false to the real. Where is false? You say in your mind, the false means whenever I'm into anxiety, duality, conflict, stress, anger, hesitation, it is the false nature. You simply recognize that. And peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom are all my essential nature. What to do? I have to remove the ignorance. What is this ignorance? The I thought identifies with these false notions. How to do that? By understanding, by knowledge, followed by the practice. So what will happen? I will leave what is the mortal part of me as an individual. Mortal part? Body, breath, mind, intellect, and ego. And what is the immortal part? The real self. So there is a movement from the mortality to the immortality. Look at this. This is the way. And now in that state, we recheck again. Look at the head and the neck. Or if I say, allow the mind to touch the skin of the head and the neck and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Allow the mind to touch the skin of the right arm from the shoulder to the fingertips and experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind on the left arm, means the skin. Your mind touches the skin. So what happens? You will definitely feel, if you don't feel, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. It means we need more practice, more repetitions. Move the mind on the middle portion of the body, from the shoulder down to the shoulder blades and the spine of the back, from the shoulder down to the rib cage and the front and the belly. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Right leg, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Left leg, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. In that state, you look at the breath. The breath goes in. Drop Shantoham. Just casually. Shantoham means the good space. Meaning is I am the peace. Good space is a peace. And when the breath comes out, Shantoham, any other thought comes, no issue. You superimpose Shantoham on that thought. Any other thought comes, you are still saying Shantoham with the breath going in. So what happens? The other unwanted thoughts do not take you away from the practice. That level of awareness and attention is required. In the background, you have a sensation, relaxation, and stillness. In the background, the mind is living within. In the background, you're feeling relaxation and calmness. In that state, we can go deeper. How? Breath goes in Shantoham, breath comes out Shantoham. So when you do the practice with an audio file at this stage of Shantoham, you continue for another 10, 15 minutes and half an hour. So you always keep a window of half an hour and see what happens. If you succeed in extending the period for even 15 minutes more, I need not to say anything. You will experience a tremendous change. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside the palms and check your experiences. Bring the hands down. We'll share our experiences now. How are you, Charlie?
I was aware of following your instructions and then also the thoughts coming in. So I just let them float by. Definitely felt deeper. I don't quite know how to explain it, but
Good. Definitely went deeper.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
Deeper, yes. So that is how we bring about a change in the mind. It's a beautiful experience. Thank you for sharing. How are you, Sophie? You have to open another.
I'm good. I was hearing your instructions, but I was not following them. But I was in a blankness.
Good. Good.
So I didn't fall asleep.
But your mind was absorbed into the blankness. So it means you jumped into the higher state, and that is really good. And that is why you said you were not following my instructions. That is okay. I'm a crazy guy. Why should you follow my instruction? How are you, John?
Hey, Girish, I'm fine. Yeah, you're a crazy guy, but I liked your talk at the beginning. That was really good.
That was really good. Okay. So you like crazy people. That's good. Very good. How are you, Mead?
I feel happy.
You feel happy. Good.
And I feel calm, and I feel such a wonderful sense of the gathering of all of us together.
Yes. Yes, that is what happens. And if you inquire from where that sense of happiness has come, it has come from inside. It is independent. It does not depend on anything outside. That is what we are searching. Good. How are you, Anne?
Yeah, I feel fine. It was a very good meditation. I had some disturbing thoughts were running at the base, but I could keep them away and deal with it.
That is what we separate our I thought. I thought, and one is the I thought plus the other thoughts pertaining to the I-ness. The moment you separate it, you feel it is at the base. Oh, let them come and go. So we move into the state of unselfishness. Or we enter into the state of the blankness so that we see. Or we feel the inner sense of the happiness. So they all are different indications of the change in your life. So I'll just close the video and I will say something